Hi, welcome guys. Let's take some Comm skills trial questions and see how to answer them together. So without wasting much time, let's start. Now, the question is about identifying the correct pattern, okay, the correct sentence pattern. So when we look at the first question, it says, the birds sing beautifully. Now, the birds, that's the subject, okay. Then sing is an action, it's a verb. Is that okay? Then we have beautifully. Now the word beautifully is describing the action. Okay. So since the word beautifully is describing the action, then it is adverbial. So for that matter, the correct pattern is going to be S, which is the subject, sing, the verb, then the adverbial. So the correct answer to this question is option B, SVA. Okay. So let's go to the next question. This question says, she became a doctor. She became a doctor. Now, the she here is the subject, even though it's a pronoun, but it's a subject here. Is that okay? Then became is a verb. Then a doctor is the complement because it renames the subject, which is she. Who is the doctor? It is the she, the person. You get it? So because it renames the subject, that's what makes it the complement. Is that okay? So this is going to be SVC. So the correct answer to this is option C, SBC. So let's proceed to the next question. This question says, he opened the door. He, okay, is the subject. Then opened, that's the verb. Then the door will be the object. Why is it the object? Because it is the door that receives the action that was taken. You see, the action taken was to open something, isn't it? So we received that action. It is the door that received the action. So since the door received the action, then the door is going to be the object. Is that okay? So this is going to be subject, verb, and object. So the correct answer to this is option D, SBO. Okay. So let's proceed to the next question. Question 4 says, they laughed loudly. They laughed loudly. So the they is the subject. Okay. They is subject. Then laughed is the verb. Then this loudly here is adverbial. Why do I say it is adverbial? The reason is that it describes how they laughed. Okay. Their laughter was loud. So it is describing how the laughing was done. That the laughter was loud. You get it? So the correct answer to this is going to be option B, SVA. S, then the laughed is the verb, and then the loudly is adverbial. Is that clear? So let's proceed to the next question. Question 5 says, the baby is sleeping. Now for this one, the baby is the subject. The baby, that's the subject. But we have is sleeping. So this part is the verb. So the first two parts here, the baby is the subject. Then is sleeping, that's an action. Okay, so that's the verb. So the correct answer to this is option A, SV. The baby is sleeping. Exactly. So let's proceed to the next question. Here we've been given the pattern to identify the sentence that fits it. Okay. Now, look at this. Option A, Adverbials has traveled. Adverbials has traveled. This is just subject and verb, that's all. Then when you look at option B says Adverbials is an excellent footballer. There's a complement in this, but the pattern doesn't have C in it, so let's just forget about the B. Then let's go to option C. Option C says Adverbials is on the field. This is SVA. Okay, subject, verb, and adverbial. That is adverb of place. Okay, so this is SVA. Then let me look at option D. Adverbials scored a goal. So Adverbials is the subject. Then scored is the verb. Then a goal is the object because that's what received the action. Okay, so the correct answer to this is option D. Adverbials scored a goal. SBO. Is that clear? So let's proceed to the next one. This is SBA. Now let's check properly. Option A says the historian is an economist as well. This is SBC. Okay, the historian, the subject is, that's a verb. An economist is a complement because it renames the subject. So it's a complement. So this is SBC. Then option B, the historian is at the museum. So this is the historian, that's the subject, that's the verb. Okay. Then the museum is the adverb of place. Is that okay? So this is SVA. Option B is SVA. So that's the correct answer. Okay. Let me check option C for you. Option C is SBO. When you look at it, the historian, that's the subject, is explaining, that's the verb, histography. So histography is the object because that is what is receiving the action of explaining. So this is SBO. Then option D says the historian is writing the history of KNUST. The historian, that is the subject, is writing, that's the verb. The history of KNUST is the object. History is what is receiving the action of writing. You get it? So this is also SBO. So the correct answer is option B. So let's proceed to the next question. This is SVOC. So let's check. Option A says KNUST management appointed Prof. Patten Dean of Students. So let's check it properly. KNUST management is a subject. Okay. Then appointed is a verb. Then Prof. Patten is the object because he received the action. The action is to appoint. You get it? He is the one receiving that action. So that's the object. Then Dean of Students is a complement. That's object complement. Okay, it renames Prof. Patten. Who he is. Okay, he's a Dean of Students as well. So option A is SVOC. So the correct answer is option A. But let's check the other options before we finally confirm it. Option B says KNUST management, that is the subject, gave, so that's the verb, laptops to the needy students, that's the object. That's what is receiving the action of giving. You get it? Then last year, that is adverbial, adverb of time. Okay, so this is SVOA. Is that okay? Then let's look at option C. Option C says KNUST management, which is a subject, rewarded is a verb. Hardworking students and workers. This part is the object. Okay, hardworking students and workers. Because they receive the action. What is the action? The action is to reward. Okay, so they are the ones receiving the action. So that's the object. So for that matter, option C is SVO. Okay, option C is SVO. Then let's look at option D. Option D says KNUST management welcomed. So KNUST management is a subject. Welcomed is the verb. The good news from the alumni. So this part is the object. So this is also SVO because that's what is receiving the action of welcoming. You get it? Good. So let's proceed to the next question. This is ASB. So let me check. Option A. Last year we traveled. Last year we visited. Last year we witnessed. Then last year we won. They all sound ASB, but let's analyze them properly. Now, last year, this part, last year is adverbial. Okay, that's adverb of time. Then we traveled. We is a subject here. Okay, we is functioning as subject. Then traveled is a verb. You see that? But when you look at the second one, the option B also, this is also adverbial. We is subject, and then visited is a verb. When you look at option C, adverbial, subject, and verb. It's just like we traveled last year, we visited last year, we witnessed last year. You see that? We won last year. You get it? So we as a subject, but this is a verb, visited is a verb, witnessed is also a verb, won is also a verb. So they all follow the same pattern. Question 10, that's SVOA. So let's check the options. To check the options quickly, I'll be checking for the one that have adverbial at the end, okay, to make it fast. So the girl bought a new book. There's no adverbial at the end here. It's object. Option B says the girl hit the ball hard. The girl, that's the subject. Hit is the verb. The ball is the object. Hard is adverbial. Okay, adverb of manner. It describes the manner in which the ball was hit. You see that? Then let's check option C. The girl is in the room. This is SVA. The girl, that's the subject, is verb in the room. adverb of place. Okay, so the girl is in the room. But let's check option D. The girl sat. Okay, so the girl is the subject, sat is the verb, on the bed, adverb of place, yesterday, adverb of time. So this kind of sound SVAA, but you might think it's SBOA as well. You see that, but I'll consider this as SVAA. So let me pick option B. Okay, I want to take some break, then we'll continue in the next session. So check the link to the next session on the screen of this video or in the description area below. Thank you and see you in the next session.